no gold is not enough.
WD everyone, Boxer here, and welcome back to my channel. Today, 3 days ago, or 4 days ago, the update 9.7 has been dropped. It's got some real big changes for some of the lines. And there's some new tanks, including the Chinese light tanks, that is available now. So, yeah. Chinese tech tree, yep, light tanks. And I'm currently grinding for this, and then I go in the tank destroyer one. So yeah, that's a really pain grinding for that, but yeah, I just survive for that for these tanks when it comes to type 58. Well, speaking of these things, let's get started. New tanks of this line. So starting for tier 6 is the 5916, and it's a type 59, but it's a lighter than is that one. So yeah, this tank, it doesn't have armor like any other Chinese light tank. It's pretty painful, but it needs some skill for this light tanks. So yeah, let's first. We got a gun, the stock gun. It's a little bit not that good. Expect the reloading time and wait. So yeah, DPM, it's worse, as well as the damage, because reloading time is now faster, but damage is not that good, as well as the penetration. But you have good penetration for APCR, which is the gold shells. And if you gotta finally reach the top gun, as you can see, there's a 212, which is really nice, really nice as well. So yeah, the gun, it's good for this tank, and yeah, it has not that decently good dispersion with really good aiming time and a decent gun depression. So yeah, the engine for this stock one is not that worse. It's not that worse. And you can see difference between suspension and engine. The suspension is a bit worse than the engine. When you got top ones, yeah. So let's see the Top Gun, and it's a little bit much better. It's kind of the top one is the little bit better than the stock one. So let's see the suspension and hull terminal. It's not that good. It's a little bit worse than the top one. So this tank, it's really fast. It goes 63 kilometers per hour, and yeah, it's a really good tank with decent gun. So yeah, the rotation, yeah. Next one, a tier 7 one, which is WZ131. As you can see, yep, stock gun, stop turret, yeah. Not that good. Not that good. So let's see the stock gun. And it's really painful one, because the dispersion, it's not that good. As well as the aiming time is not that good. But DPM for that, it's a little bit better than this one, because for this tier is decently good. It's decently good for that. So not that good, but for the top one, it improves much better. Dispersion, aiming time, DPM, reloading time, as well as penetration, which is really nice. But penetration, for me, needs to buff a little bit. 165 or 160. I don't know, but it's hard to be balanced for that. So let's see the turret. Doesn't need the armor. Paper. Yep, 20mm. Yeah, as bad. Raise 1. Yeah. Armor is the same. Turret, turn rate, speed range, and the hit points. It's now better. So yeah. The engine, yeah, 64 kilometers per hour, but it has a, well, yep, only 1 kilometer per hour faster than the 5916, but it got some improvements from the stock gun. That's the top one. So yeah, kind of good for that. And yeah, it's a fast tank, it's a mobile tank. So let's see the stock one. Yeah, and you see this one. Yeah, aiming time a little bit worse, but Halterman is now much faster, but really big difference for the suspension and the engine. Engine gives a lot of speed. Suspension will gives you a rotation, which is really good for that. I will recommend if you wanna get a faster rotation, you might get a rotation. So yeah, it might be best for you. It might be best for you. Let's get into tier 8 one, the WZ132. Yeah, this boy right there. And there's the 3 guns for that. So let's see the stock one. Yeah, and it's not good. The DPM, it's not good. The dispersion and aiming time, it's not that good. Penetration, it's decently good. It's decently good. So yeah, that ain't good. See the second one. Now DPM, it's much better for the second gun, but dispersion, it's much worse. Even reloading time too, which is not that accurate for me. But well, let's see the third one if this works. Well, that's a game changing comparing to this. That's a game changing for a top one. 3.2, which is pretty decent. The dispersion is now much better comparing to this one and this one. So yeah, you will get some good shot with that, a little bit better. DPM, it changed. So yeah, a little bit, which is good. The penetration, it's decently good and decently good. Yeah, that's total changing with that. So the turret, yeah, for this one, yeah, it gets some changes. Nothing to say about that. It's kind of the same armor, just totally on paper. Mobility, yep, the engine 64. Well, there's one. Now it's better. Power ratio, it's really great. It's better, and the haltering is better too. So, an average speed it improves really good. With this one, the stock one, it's a kinda good, and this one, it doesn't change at all. It only terrain, crossing capacity, and that's it. Nothing changed. With this one, small amount of percent doesn't change at all. So yeah, it doesn't change at all. Let's see the tier 9, which is really interesting mechanic, and it's adapted concealment. After leaving enemy spotting range, your tank becomes invisible more quickly in 7 seconds instead of the standard 10 seconds. So when the enemy tank spots you, you will see this red eye. That means the enemy has spotted you, and you need get get out of here as fast as possible. And you will be spotted 7 seconds instead of 10 seconds. It's really cool. And if you in Object 84 or T100LT with a tracer's shells, you will get 17 seconds instead of 20 seconds, which is really nice. For that. Really good mechanic for professional players. So yeah, it will be maybe for you. But if you're a beginner, well, it might be a very trickable, but yeah, you will see that. Well, speaking of mechanics, there's only 2 guns for choose and only 1 tower, which it doesn't change at all. Yeah, it has no armor whatsoever. But let's see the stock one. Yeah, the dispersion, it's decently good. The damage per minute, decently good. And the penetration is decently good. Everything is decently good gun for this stock one. Let's see how it improves. Well, dispersion is not that change at all. The damage per minute, it's much better. It's decently good still, but penetration, it's much better. But you will need the you need to need that for the what is it called equipment. Yeah, you will need to calibrate shells to take more penetration. So yeah, calibrated shells, it's needed for this tank. So yeah, let's see the stock one. The engine, yeah, to power to ratio, it's good. The whole terrain, it's good. Let's see it change. It's a better, I think. Let's see the suspension. So well, what change? Yeah, change. Really good. Flying terrain crossing capacity doesn't change at all, but whole terrain it will change, but will not affect the gameplay. But as you can see, this one, yeah, this gun right here, yep. And we got the final one, the WZ132-1. Look at that boy, yo! Look at that boy. That's a big gun. We have 105mm. Oh, so let's see. Dispersion, it's good. The aiming time is good, and the DPM, it's good. Yeah, the damage. Yeah, the damage is good. The penetration, it's decently good because 230, it will be tricky, but the gold shells, it will need to be calibrated shells. It will maybe needs your shells need to be calibrated shells. So yeah. So turret 140, and for me it's still the paper, but it will not have a paper. But yeah, that's hard to say about that. But yeah, it's a good light tank. Nothing to say about that. So the engine, 67 kilometers per hour, which is good, and average speed is good. Power to ratio, which is good, and hull turn rate is good. So it's a good tank for that, with adaptive concealment, which is really nice feature for these tanks as well. But yeah, now let's see the new tanks. Only 3 tanks. So first we got a French one, which is the Char Futur 4. Yeah, that's really weird. But fun fact, in World of Tanks PC, it has the gun. It has a auto loader, which has 2 or free, and it takes really, really long. In this game, yeah, you will have a single shotgun. That's it. That's it. So, aiming time, Jesus Christ. 7 seconds. That's really the worst one. For me, it will be the worst medium, worst gun on it when you find it on a tier 9. That's it. If wargaming will buff the aiming time, that will be much better. Like 5 seconds, minimal 5 seconds. That's 7 seconds is horrendous for me. It's catastrophic. About dispersion, it's a decently good. DPM is kinda good. Penetration, still decently good, but it's a good for that. And you have 7 degrees of gun oppressions, which is kinda good a little bit for the hold down positions, but yeah, the armor is non-existent, just no armor whatsoever. So yeah, no armor, no armor. But 60 kilometers per hour, which is good, and the average speed of 30 kilometers per hour, which is good, really good. So yeah, yeah, that the whole tournament is good. Yeah, and aiming time. Why Wargaming would do this? That's not even that good. If Wargaming will buff the aiming time to 5:44 seconds, that will be better. That will be better. But the 7 seconds, why? That's not even good for that. That's nah. Worst aiming ever. That's not even that. So yeah. Now second tank, we got the German one, which is HWK-30. Look at that, boy. Another light tank. This German one. So yeah, armor non-existent. We know about light tanks. That's it. So yeah, the gun aiming time 4 seconds, which is decently good, and dispersion it's good, but for the DPM it's decently good. For me, the penetration, the AP shells decently good, but the gore shells is really good. But high explosive it has 102mm, which is kind of good, for shooting light tanks or medium tanks without armor, which is pretty nice at all. So yeah, and it has 10 degrees of gun oppression, so pick up buoy and to hold down, it's for you maybe. So yeah, the mobility, it has 70 kilometers per hour, which is really nice. The average speed it has 40 kilometers per hour. That's really good at all. So yeah, that's a good tank because it has a HE power just like the RU-251 or the German N41, which is really good. Like, this is really crazy. German light tanks at tier 8. And it's good. So yeah. Now that we got the last tank that will be available for the March Battle Pass, and Wang. What is this name? Wargaming, explain this sussy things. Wang, that's built different. But hey, look at this. Look at this Chinese boy. Yeah, no armor at all. Not armor at all. So, yeah. Let's see the gun. Yep, the gun is aiming time is good, decently good. Dispersion, it's good. DPM is really good. So yeah, and it has 5 degrees of gun oppression, which is kind of a good tank destroyer. 43 kilometers per hour, really, it's kind of good. So yeah, partial region is not it's not that decently good, but yeah, it is decently good. So yeah, it's a decent tank at all with really good gun. It has punchy DPM. So well, and that's it. Big and for this we got a balance vehicles. So that's the balance. It's pretty. It's major. It's really major, and we need to see this one. All right, guys, we got the balance changes in this update, and the Japanese heavies. This is crazy. Now we got Type 71. The durability, the hit points have been buffed. The weight is now a 10 tons heavier, but engine power got nerfed and traverse speed got nerfed. The Type 68, 8 hit points buffed. The rear on the stop and top configuration got heavier, 10 tons heavier, and the stock and top engine power got nerfed. And the frontal armor is now buffed for the top turn, which is really good. It got some really good buff, and the traverse speed got nerfed. So let's get a Chisei. The durability in stock and top configuration is increased. Yep. Hit points, stock gun. Yep. Nerfed. They nerfed the dispersion. The top gun penetration got a little bit buffed. The turret aiming time, it got buffed. Dispersion got nerfed, and reloading time has buffed a little bit. And the judo or whatever you can call it. Hit point, same. Top gun, a little bit buffed. Maximum forward speed, a little bit just nerfed. And yeah, to improve suspension equipment increases crossing capacity by 25%. So tier 7 to tier 10 got the worst nerf ever. Good job, Wargaming. You fixed what these community hate staffing. That's how it works. Type 71, 68, Chisei, Judo, ruined. Nice. They improved suspension. Well, 25% got nerfed. That's the biggest change ever. That's the biggest change ever. But no, we got Juno and Mitsu 108 without the suspension, improved suspension. So the hit points got buffed and the traverse speed got nerfed. For the Top Gun, his aiming time got buffed, dispersion got nerfed, and reloading time has nerfed. And for the stock gun, well, reloading time it's only got nerfed. And let's see, the Mitsu 108, the hit points got buffed, and the Top Gun, which is dispersion, got buffed, and consuming was consuming, yeah, it got nerfed. So yeah, now we have a Leopard prototype A, and then the Indian Panzer and VK3202D. So let's see the Leopard prototype A. So the hit points got nerfed, maximum reverse speed got nerfed, the stock gun, the aiming time has buffed, which is really cool to see that. The AP shells was replaced with AP shells. Its average damage was increased, yep, just 10 damage higher. nothing changed at all. His aiming time got buffed, and reloading time got buffed a little bit, which is really nice to see that. Now we see the Indian Panzer, the stop and top engine got buffed, maximum reverse speed got nerfed, and the Top Gun, his average got buffed, which is really nice to see. And the 8.8 centimeter KWK 36L56 stock gun, these AP shells, yep, they buff it. It's also affected these guys right there. And I see the armor. God, so the gunman got nerfed. That's not good. Third frontal armor. Wow, 20mm. Third frontal armor behind the gun. Yeah, that's ain't good. Third frontal armor. It got nerfed. Third side armor was, yeah, got nerfed. That's hilarious. Luckily, I'm at the Leopard prototype A, and I start running to the Leopard 1. So, Indian Panther got a huge nerf because of his armor. Yeah, that's ain't good for this. This is not even good. The turret, oh god. Good luck, guys. I mean, you could get HE at the sides and the rear by some of the tanks. Yeah. Now let's see the VK3002D, the stock and top engine got buffed. The Maybach HL 230 TRM P30 engine power. Yep, it got a nerf. Bug fixes. At least we don't know about it. I don't know about it, but well, bug fixes. Yep, that's good for the wargaming. That's really good for the wargaming. Maximum forward speed got nerfed. So let's see the Top Gun. They buffed the aiming time, they buffed the dispersion, and they buffed the reloading time. Armor of the upper glasses plate of the hull is joined with the lower glasses plate machine gun nest, and the driver's hatch got nerfed. 104 per 84mm. The armor of the gun, God, is not even that worse. Not even that worse than the Indian Panzer one. The Indian Panzer got wrecked so bad by wargaming. Holy God, I hate that. So yeah, and I talk about on the preview video the update 9.7, which these guys, the Foch one and the AMX 50 Foch, yeah. Let's see the 155 one. So the 155mm ACSA 58 gun. His reloading time got buffed. Dispersion got a nerf, but AP penetration got buffed a little bit, and damage got buffed. And yeah, hit and HE shell velocity got a nerf, so you would get some bad shots when you get wants to take a perfect timing. So yeah, and the Mod 2 one, they nerf it, just like Gorilla 15, because of his damage. 560 to 500. They got nerfed so bad, just like the Gorilla 15 in the lots of updates later. So shell reloading time was buffed really much, but not really much as the magazine reloading time. It's so bad. For me, it lost lots of DPM for this tank. It's horrible. Not that well, but yeah, I got aced the tank for this gun. I aced the tank for no reason. So yeah, AMX 50 Foch, and he got auto reloader with 2 shells. So auto reloader reloading time is 17.2 seconds. Not that good. And shell reloading time, which is pew. Yeah. And yeah, velocity just got nerfed. So But wait, there's the other one. Tier 8, Tier 7, Tier 6, Tier 5, Tier 4. Yeah, there's the other one. Got balance changed. So the durability, hit points got buffed. And then 100mm one, he got buffed the reloading time and the nerfed the penetration of the AP shells. Now let's see this Tier 7 one, the upper glasses got buffed, the armor, which is really good, and the 100mm one, the reloading time gets buffed, the dispersion got nerfed, and AP shells penetration got nerfed. And its effects for this guy, yep, for this guy right here. So yeah, AR-13V39, which has a tank destroyer with big turret. It's not that good, but yeah, hit points got buffed, hull traverse speed got buffed a little bit, and armor, cabin frontal armor has been to 70 to 105mm, which they buff really good. Hull size armor, they buff it, and frontal armor for Commander's Cupola, they nerf it. They nerf it. Come on, Wargaming. Do something with this guy again. Okay? S35CA, they got buffed the engine power, which is, and its effects from the Samoa SAU-40. Yeah. And for this guy, the stock gun average, no, not that guy, but yeah, only that guy. The stock gun average AP and APCR shells got nerfed. Got nerfed. They finally did that. They finally did that until now. The bathtop, this gun, the stop gun, not that good. That's pretty weird. The top gun, his dispersion got buffed, and reloading time has a little bit nerfed. And the AP shells, yeah, a little bit buffed. And this affects this guy and this guy. So yeah. And let's see these American medium tanks. Yeah, there's only American medium tanks starting for tier 9 to tier 6. So yeah, what's the change, Mr. Wargaming? What's the change? So hull traverse speed got nerfed, and yeah, for the stop and top chassis, yeah, not that good. Top gun reloading time got a little bit buffed, and average AP shells got a little bit buffed, which is good. His armor, frontal armor of the top turret got buffed, and hull sides armor was buffed too. And all the gun mandlets armor now got buffed, which is good. But yeah, it is good. They buffed it. Yeah. M26 Pershing. So yeah, the stock and top engine, they buff it. They buff it is really good. And this also affects these guys right here. Yeah. Maximum reverse speed got nerfed. The road crossing capacity got buffed. And his top gun, the dispersion, got buffed. So yeah, really nice. The T20, the T7 one, maximum forward speed got nerfed. And the top gun, his top gun, they got buffed. And his armor, well, gun mandler's armor was increased from 85 to 125, which is really nice. And the armor behind the gun mandlet got buffed too. Now it's a really strong tank because of his gun mandlet, which is really nice. The frontal armor on the top turret was increased to 110mm, which is really nice. And the last but not least, we got the M4A3 E8 Sherman, aka the EC8. Maximum forward speed got a little bit buffed and a little bit nerfed for the reverse speed, which is nice and not nice. Hull reverse speed got nerfed, which is not that good. And his stock gun, yeah, he got buffed, which is really nice, and the Top Gun, his dispersion, got buffed too. So that's it. Now we're gonna see the map. That's right, the Middleburg one. And here we go. Now the Middleburg, it's now have a HD model, so yeah, he got his own PBR map. So nice to see this thing. So yeah, nice to see this map. It's a really good thing. So it's a really good thing to see there. As you can see, there was this new place. It has improved Middleburg, which is really nice. It's a really nice. It's really nice. It's very nice. So Middleburg, it's a nice map. It's a really nice map, and it's not even that nice because yeah, there's this thing. Yeah, now he got the HD graphics, which is really got good improvements with that. Look at that mountains right here. Looks really good. It looks really good. Let's see the city right there. Yeah, that looks good. That looks really good with that. And yeah, well, this church right there. Yeah, it's a nice thing to do. So it's a really nice thing to do. So yeah, it's a this map. It's a little bit changed. There's some of the trees right there. So yeah, it got some changes on there. So yeah, I like this map. There's a ship right there. Say hi. So yeah, this map finally got his PBR, that's aka the HD map. So yeah, there's some differences. Is with this, it doesn't have that on the non-PBR. So yeah, it's a good map for that. It's really good to see. Really good to see. Yeah, it's very good to see. Now let's see some tanks that got PBR for that. So let's see. Alright, these 3 tanks got a PBR, which is my favorite tank back in the day, IS-4, which is now much better. It's a really great tank. So it's really nice with the camouflage. Yeah, looks good. And the second tank, your favorite meme tank, the Shitbarn FE405. As you can see, yeah, looks good. And the third one is the Rheinmetall Borsig Waffenträger. Yeah, good to see this tank. Good to see. To look at that buddy right there. Look at that meme tank right there. Yeah, it's a really cool. Well, it's a long video because of balance changes. So, and yeah, these light tanks, Chinese light tanks. So yeah, that's it guys. Like that video, subscribe my channel, and see ya soon.